Welcome back, Kyle here. So, thanks to, I believe it was Cartoon Network France for airing the episodes earlier than here in the US, I was able to watch this week's episode, which is Barnmates episode 4, early. So I thought I would go ahead and continue with my recap and review and maybe some theories thrown in there. Yeah, I'll definitely watch this on TV. Please, guys, if you're like me and you've seen any of these episodes earlier than what they've aired on US, still watch it when it airs on Cartoon Network. Let them get their numbers. Even if you don't want to watch it, at least turn the TV on, walk away, do something, but have it be playing on your TV. So Cartoon Network can get the numbers for viewership. Because if you only watch the video online, they don't get their numbers, then that hurts their funding, so on and so forth. So please watch it when it airs. I'm sure you guys will. I'll definitely be watching it again on TV, if only to at least have it playing in the background. But yeah, so again, episode 4, Barnmates. This pretty much, like all the others, picks up right after the last episode. Peridot is really excited about the idea of living with Lapis on the farm. I think they definitely are trying, at least in this episode, it seemed like they're really trying to ship Peridot and Lapis together. Lapis really wants nothing to do with Peridot or anyone else. She just wants to be left alone. She's kind of being really emo right now, which, yes, is annoying, but also kind of understandable after everything she just went through, had been going through with being fused with Jasper and trying to keep her away from everybody else. So she's kind of emotionally broken at this point, but still, it's like, So anyway, so again, Peridot is excited. She's trying to show Lapis, hey, I'm a different gem, I changed, you know. At one point, Steven is like, there you go, show her how sweet you are, and then, or something like that, and then Peridot says, show her my sweets, and then it goes to Steven real quick, and it's just like, oh man, all I can think of is dirty joke. Show her my sweets. It was like, oh, that's so wrong, but I laughed so hard. But yeah, so it then goes through Steven having Peridot try a couple different ways to get through to Lapis to show her that I'm a different person now. You can trust me. Let's be friends. So one of the first things they do is has her write a letter. And as we all know, Peridot's not necessarily good with words, so the letter falls through. Next thing we find out is, they try and figure out what does Lapis like. Well, we find out through Peridot that all Lapis Lazulis, if I'm saying that right, they of course all like water, and they're like flying. It's part of what makes them their gem. So they take the hole that was created when they drilled into the earth, sealed it off, made it into a pool, and then try and be like, hey, we made you a pool so you have water even though you're, far away in the countryside. Lapis, of course, doesn't take too kindly. Apparently she's taking a break from water. She kind of goes in this really scary emo mode saying, the water was her tomb, she was, trapped in it, and blah, 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 and just, it was kind of scary, but funny at the same time, and again, just very emo, and just kind of like, okay, we get it, you're damaged, still. And then, so the last thing that they do is, Peridot thinks about when Steven, tried to do the same thing, and he gave her the tape recorder. So Peridot gives Lapis her tape recorder. Unfortunately, that still does not go well, and Lapis, crushes the tape recorder, which that kind of pissed me off, because that was really mean and really a jerk thing to do, because it's obvious that Peridot is trying really hard to show that she is not the same person that Lapis knew prior. Because again, Lapis, as I said in the last episode, last time Lapis and Peridot were together was when Peridot brought Lapis back with Jasper to attack Earth and the gems. So she still has that grudge against her. But it's so painfully obvious that Peridot's like, please, just accept me as a different person. I'm not the same person. So you kind of get a little heartbreak there. But again, I definitely think they're trying to ship these two together. Oh my god, the possible fusion combinations would be amazing. Although I think that Lapis and Steven may... I would love to see them fuse. I think if Steven were to fuse with any of the gems, which hasn't happened yet, he may with Lapis, just because of their weird relationship that they have and how she trusts him so much more than anything. So anyway, so after Lapis crushes the voice recorder, she Peridot's like, tell me, what do you want? And she says to go away. So Peridot, just feeling empty inside, just turns around, walks away. Steven is like, essentially, what the hell? Like, can't you see that she is trying to show that she's a better person now? Like, I did the same thing. We showed you that we're all, good people, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden, you hear Peridot screaming and running, and turns out that there was a homeworld. There was a homeworld ship that appeared on Earth there. It's a homeworld tracking vessel, as they call it, and it starts to scan the three, Lapis, Peridot, and Steven. They run around, follows them, and then Lapis in anger uses the pool of water, turns into like a giant arm and hand, and then just smacks down the ship, and it just smashes into the ground. And then the rest of the crystal gems come running from home, being, oh, is everything okay? We saw the ship, we got here as fast as possible. And, they're like, yeah, everything's okay. Lapis, took care of the ship. And then it goes back to the ship, and you see a door open, and a ruby jumps out. A ruby with a gem as her left eye comes out. And then that's where the episode ends. And that definitely was like a holy shit. So yeah, we apparently we have an invasion of a ruby going on. I definitely can't wait to see what happens in the next episode with this, especially with our ruby. Seeing another ruby for the first time in ever, hundreds of thousands of years. So this is going to be really interesting. But yeah, so this episode was definitely kind of frustrating, again, just because again, Peridot is trying so hard to make friends with Lapis, and Lapis is just being so emo and so cruel and mean. Even Steven calls her out on it. I hope things will change. I like the idea of Lapis and Peridot shipping together. I think they make a cute couple. I think they would make a cute couple. But yeah, it just, it was just another great episode. I think the writing was still pretty good. The ending is what definitely made it with this ruby and this homeworld ship coming. So we'll have to see what happens on the next episode. But that's it. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out all of our other Fan Riot pages, thefanriot.com, and all of our other social media for all your geek news, reviews, podcasts, contests, and giveaways. And we'll catch you guys next time with the next episode.